Hey there, welcome back to Pod and Deliver. Today, Ruben, we're looking at an article in the Oklahoma City newspaper called Oklahoma Teachers Now Required to Pass U.S. Naturalization Test, basically like a civics test. This is dated actually February 1st, 2025. This is not just for one city, Oklahoma City, it's hitting the whole state. And what the requirement now is, and I think this is the first of the whole country, because I was reading about that it's this is all new, and the whole idea is that teachers, new teachers, and old teachers who are coming into the district have to pass this civics test, right? To understand, they have to show that they understand American history, and these are tests like are given to people coming into the country, right? Who want to become citizens. I actually teach that. I've taught this course to adults, and so the test is. I've seen the test. It's not a test that if you just do a little studying, you should be able to pass it. And a lot of the stuff you would know already regarding the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. You know, you should know who Thomas Jefferson was and that he wrote the Declaration, and you should know Washington. You should know Benjamin Franklin. So there's a few people that you should know in history, and it's pretty basic, like I said. But there are people upset about it. Some of the unions are talking about it, saying, "Hey, the teachers already have a lot on their plates. Why do they have to take this, pass this test?" And some of these teachers are not history teachers, so why are they having to pass the civics test? So there's some arguments against it, of course. I'm a history teacher, so I guess for me, I'm like, it's not a big deal. But I guess if I put my feet in somebody else's shoes, Ruben, maybe like a art teacher or maybe even a PE teacher, they're like, we took a couple history classes, that was it. But I'm not sure how you feel about it. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think they're asking a lot, but
I
what's your
think
thoughts on it?
that I think that you, as a teacher, should have basic knowledge. You're you're influencing kids, and there's this idea that I kind of have to look at the CSAT. That's the aptitude test, I guess, for teachers to get their credentials. And there's just this basic knowledge. Um, I just think you should have it when it comes to math, science, and English. We're certainly math and English. There's this basic idea. I think basic geometry and basic algebra, English. I think that there are times you're going to be subbing and you're going to be covering another teacher, and it doesn't speak well of you if you can't answer basic questions, including basic questions about how our government runs. When you talk to a European, they often will say, "What is going on with the Americans? They're not on the ball." Not that I trust everything a European says, but there is something to be said for
Sure.
basic knowledge as a teacher and what we're assigned to do. Our charge that we have being involved with kids. So I think it's a pretty good idea to know basic government, Bill of Rights, Thomas Jefferson, some of those basic ideas.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I was surprised this is the only state that's doing that, but I'm sure other states will jump on once we see how successful. One of the complaints though is it is hard to get new teachers right now, and so they're thinking, wow, this is another thing that we're asking them to do. But like you said, I think this is not. They're not asking them to do anything that's really out of the ordinary, and we should know the basics. I know in our state, I believe, Ruben, someone just told me this, and maybe you could correct me, that we threw out the CBEST, so so people could teach without the CBEST. Have you heard this, or maybe somebody in our audience could tell us more about that? But that just
Well,
seems off.
I don't think it. My understanding is the CBEST is still in, but the CSET is out.
The CSAT, I know the CSAT's out, but someone had just told me the CBEST was out, but I might be
And
wrong. Yeah.
the CBEST is like if you have a pulse, you'll pass it. It is, I don't even think it's algebra. I think it's basic math. And if
Yeah.
you can't pass things that you learned in elementary and middle school, not even middle school, like percentages, things like that, should you be teaching? And this is not an insult.
No.
Some people are not called to teach, but it doesn't speak well about our profession if we can't answer these basic problems, I think.
Yeah. And I mean, don't we want our children? I mean, not when I say not our particular children, but just people's children in general to have the best qualified teachers in front of them, and that's just the basics. So, well, thanks, Ruben, for chirping in here, and let us know, audience, how you feel about this regarding just these basic things for a teacher to know regarding should they know who the before our forefathers were in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. Let us know about that, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us again on Pod and Deliver. We hope to see you soon. Bye bye.